How's it going, everybody? Robin here. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Rising. So guys, I'm going to talk about Venus entering the sign of Leo on June 27th. And just as I pressed record, it looked like Lacey might start barking. So if I have to go on a pause, I will. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this because when I do tarot card readings, I always let people know that, they might want to check out their sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Okay, so all these things are very important. Your Venus sign is basically your approach to your love life. Okay, so in order to calculate your Venus sign, I like to use this website called Cafe Astrology. So my Venus sign is also Aries. I'm a Aries sun and I have my Venus in Aries. So that's kind of my approach to my love life. So that's very forthright, not shy, just really straight up and all of that good stuff. So Venus, the planet that rules your love life, is entering the zodiac sign of Leo. So this is a very fiery combination. And I was particularly drawn to do this. I don't usually talk about planetary alignments. I'll talk about the moon and where it's going and what's going on. But I was really magnetized to do this because I had a really significant relationship with a Leo. So it just, I don't know, that's why I'm doing it. But anyway, we'll just move on here. You want to figure out your Venus sign to see what your approach to love is and maybe get some insight into yourself. I found it a little bit stunning that my Venus sign is probably a little bit too pushy in love. So anyway, Leos are very confident. You could be infused with some of the aspects of the zodiac sign of Leo. They're very confident. They are just really upbeat. They're very magnetic. So you could have a real surge of power as Venus enters Leo. So if you want to look at both of these signs, where your zodiac sign fits in on the Venus chart, I know I'm making a mess of this, and then combining it with Leo and see how powerful you can be in your love life. Okay, so I did make more notes on Leos. They're passionate. They're very dynamic. They're strong and brave and full of charisma. Like, you'll absolutely know when a Leo enters the room. So if you want to combine Aries, which is very powerful as well, with a Leo, that's quite a combination. So that'll be me anyway. So I did put some aspects of what we could expect for what happens when Venus enters Leo. And I brought two decks here with me. I brought the Romance Angel Oracle card deck and the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition. So if you guys are ever asking for a private read from me and you're looking for questions on love, these are generally the two decks that I would bring into, because obviously the Romance Angel Oracle cards deck speaks for itself. And then the Tattoo Tarot is just this really beautiful sort of romantic old world imagery, just absolutely stunning. So I thought it would really make sense to bring them over here. So the first thing that you could expect to happen, the energy that you could tap into when Venus enters Leo, your Venus sign, and the planet of Venus, is a dramatic love life. Okay, so that's not always good. It can be good, but let's see. I'm going to pull a Romance Angel card here for you. So this is, wow. Love it. Calling in your soulmate. So this could be a really good time for you guys, especially if you're single, to start really pulling in your soulmate through meditation, affirmations, making a list, of the desired qualities that you would like to see in your soulmate. And just know that at the same time that you were calling in your soulmate, they are reciprocating that energy. You know what I mean? They're meeting you halfway. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So this is going to be a really good time to do that, to really make an effort, especially if you've been in a part of your life where you just don't feel like doing it anymore. It's like, when is this going to happen already? So a dramatic love life, this could be an improvement in your current relationship where you guys start to really speak to each other on a soulmate level if you've drifted apart or you're not emotionally connecting. Or if you're single, you could really meet your soulmate, you know, in and around June 27th when Venus enters Leo. And you can see that there is a very powerful angel standing behind the character that is like, come on already. So I love that card for all of us, for each and every one of us. So the next thing that could happen in your love life is that you will feel generous, okay? You could really open up your heart. You could just be reminded to do the little things, because the little things all add up to the big things in your romantic life. You know, sending those text messages, bringing somebody coffee, like sending them flowers, just remembering somebody, especially if you don't live together or you're separated by distance. Like, those small things throughout the day just are so powerful. And then too, if you're in a slump in your current relationship and you do live together, I think it's really important to, you know, just remind each other how important you are, because you can sort of lose that beginning of relationship spark over the days and the years as you kind of take each other's presence for granted. But it might be a really good time to sit back and think, what would my life look like without that person in it? So be really generous with your love. And I'm going to pull a card here for you guys. So, all right. So this is really interesting. I pulled the Death card. So this is an end of a current phase that you're in. And right underneath that, I don't very often hold the deck like this, but there was a reason. And I pulled the Lovers card as well. So here's the Lovers card. All right. So maybe the tactics that you're using right now, especially for those of you in relationships where you like to freeze out the other person, you've got something that just isn't working for you. It's time to reassess and maybe eliminate that from your love life. Okay. Especially feelings of being in despair if you're single. The universe will bring you together at the right time, in divine and perfect timing. And because I pulled this card for you, this is the right time, okay? This is what the romance angels are saying. We pulled the romance card here with the, the Lovers card, and it is beautiful. And there's Cupid about to spark up your life a little bit with additional love. So what's not working in your love life? Is it your attitude? Is it your habits? Is it forgetting the magic that brought you guys together, or forgetting the understanding that the universe will bring you together when you're both ready? Because timing really is everything when it comes to meeting somebody. It's not just about chemistry. Chemistry is amazing, and it's fun. But if neither one of you are ready, or one or other of you are not ready, it's just not going to work. Okay. So the next thing that you can expect to happen in your love life is expansive emotional declarations. Okay. So as an Aries sun and an Aries Venus, I know exactly what that means. Like, I don't hold back comments in my regular day-to-day life, and I'm very much the same way in my approach to love, you know. And it can scare people, I guess, if they're not on the same level as me, but that's okay. So expansive emotional declarations, I love that. I don't think there's any reason to hold back how you're feeling. I think it's actually very important, because you just never know when you're not going to have the chance to see a person ever again. And that's why it's also really important to do those things. You never know when it's going to be your last goodbye with somebody. You know, life can take people away from you for various reasons. So really just open up your heart as often as possible and give those reminders that I was talking about before. You know, if you're in a relationship, be in a relationship, okay? We do have the Three of Wands here. So this is moving on to the next phase. Like, you can't go to the next phase in any relationship if you're not talking about it. And if you're with somebody that just doesn't want to open up because they've been hurt before, or again, if you guys are freezing each other out, that's such a detriment. You know, it's really time to just sit down and have that great big heart to heart and just say, listen, this is working, this is not working. I really love you. I don't like you right now. I love you, but I don't like you. You know, that's a possible combination as well. The Three of Wands is that action taking you to the next level where you've done all this work, you know, and you're just ready to take it higher, you know. And your words, your feelings, your emotions are going to enable you to do that. So I think this is also a really important card if you have been considering asking somebody out, but for some reason you're just not doing it. It's time to say, hey, I think you're really cool. Maybe we could go for coffee, or if you're separated by distance, have a Zoom date or something like that. You're not going to know if it's going to work out if you just sort of sit on your hands the entire time. What's that movie? There's a Disney movie called Robin Hood, and there was a line in it, faint heart never won fair lady. And I've never forgotten that. I used to watch that movie all the time with my boys, and I absolutely loved it. But you have to take the risk. You have to roll the dice, because sometimes you never get the chance to go back and do it over again. And the window could close. Like, if you're single and you're checking somebody out and you're like, well, I'll ask them out tomorrow. What if somebody else asks them out today? You know, so really consider that and go all in when it comes to your emotional declarations. I'm all about that. Okay, so something else that could happen to you guys, because there's a lot of energy going on right now with your Venus in Leo. The possibility of jealousy expressed inappropriately. As an Aries sun with Aries in Venus, yeah, I can relate to that 100%. I mean, jealousy, man, it's so damaging, right? So be really, like, if you're having a flare up of jealousy, just maybe kind of think of how you would like to have that expressed to you. I think a little bit of jealousy is healthy, but I think we've all been exposed to inappropriate levels of jealousy being expressed. So let me pull a card for that for you guys. We do have the Moon card. Okay, so this is all about balance. You know, you can see the perfect harmony in this card. Just the couple here, you know, and just balancing each other off. And this is also using your intuition. Like, what is your gut really telling you? And sometimes these jealous flare-ups, they're protecting your pain. They're protecting your ego. So maybe sit back and think about it a little bit and observe a pattern. Like, what's going on? Is this your own pattern that you're expressing from before? Like, especially if you're in a relationship where there was infidelity, or, you know, somebody else having an emotional affair, or maybe you were, or you think you're seeing your own patterns in someone else. So really look a little bit deeper into this one. Anytime you see a crustacean here, it's like to look into yourself a little bit and maybe trust a little bit more deeply. And the moon is also wildly emotional too. So before you have any sort of conversation with somebody, if you're jealous, it's time to drain a little bit of the emotion about that and look at your partnership. And again, look at your patterns so you can approach somebody, like, not psychotically, because you don't want to be approached like that. So really think about, I'm getting the word, the symbiosis, like the balance, the symmetry of your relationship and how you would like to be spoken to. And say, maybe start off by saying, you know, that really hurt my feelings. You know, I was really scared when I saw that. Like, what is going on with that? And on the other side of it, if somebody approaches you and they're flipping out because, oh, why are you texting that person? Or why did you make friends with that person on social media? You want to calm them down right away. And like, you better slow your roll and step back. We'll have a conversation when you calm down, because the other side of love is hate, right? You know, so you got to really be careful about these explosive emotions and know what you're capable of. As a zodiac sign, look at all your characteristics and then look at the characteristics of the sign that you're dealing with. Diffuse any situation, because once words are out there, you cannot get them back. You know, you can apologize all day long, but you can't turn them around. Anyway, guys, I hope that was interesting for you. Make sure you guys, if you have anything that you want me to talk about on the channel here, because I am here to help you in any way that I can, you guys can send me an email. I love it when you guys suggest topics, and I'll do my best to research them and present them to you, or pop it into the comments. My email address is oraclerising2@gmail.com. And yeah, I'm gonna go for a WALK with the DOG. So guys, I'll see you around. Take care. Bye.